There's a new documentary on Netflix. It's called Hot Girls Wanted. And I actually did know it was a documentary before I opened it, I promise.
I didn't.
But it's Rashadi Jones, who is on The Office, and she's Quincy Jones's daughter. She's involved in the project. And it kind of chronicles these 18, 19-year-old girls that answer Craigslist ads for modeling or free ticket to Miami. And they go on these trips and wind up, after a couple of half steps, in hardcore pornography on the internet. And their transition, it's so sad and depressing. You want to talk about a movie that's going to want to make you lock up all of your children and never let them out. It's that one. Because, there's this girl, and she's the captain of the cheerleading team, sweet girl from Texas, from right around where we are. And, a couple of bad decisions, and she's in dozens of movies that will never go away.
What are these decisions that get you from sweet, stay at home, pure as a driven snow, cheerleader? Give me the 2 steps that get you to hardcore porn.
She's unsatisfied with her hometown. She feels like there's no adventure there. She sees the glitz and the glam of Miami. She gets a free ticket there, lots of money thrown at her. And she's around, and then she gets down there. She's around these other girls who are already doing it, who have all made these decisions and can all justify them because they've gone through this process in their head over and over again. And all of a sudden, there she is. And they show the interactions with this one particular girl from Texas with her mom when she kind of finds out about it.
Oh, jeez.
And, she kind of takes that approach of you could tell it's killing her, but she's trying not to never talk to her daughter again. She's trying to not blow up into her.
She's not willing to say, "You whore."
Right, she's trying.
Okay.
Wait till I tell your father.
And then the other side,
he's going to say, "You whore."
The other side of it, which is really tough, is especially as a dad, is seeing this girl go with her dad out shooting. Their little activity they always did together.
No. Don't want to hear this.
She has to tell her dad.
She tells her dad at a shooting range? What kind of sick movie is this? Yeah, and here's what you're going to do. You're going to tell your father while he's got the shotgun in his hand.
That is a really good point.
That didn't occur to you?
No, I didn't think of her. I didn't think of, I guess the part of it that's...
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
You do not want to tell me that, sweetheart, while I got a gun in my hand. Not that I'm going to shoot you. I just may shoot somebody else.
And maybe this explains what happened in the situation, which is that she never got up the courage to tell her dad in that particular moment.
Of course not.
Which is probably smart.
Of course not. You imagine dad. You tell dad, and dad is standing there, and some stranger just goes, "Hey, I've seen your daughter before."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
At the supermarket.
But one of the most depressing parts of the entire, and there's lots of depressing parts of this movie, but one of the worst is at the shooting range, he doesn't know. Right. And she's supposed to tell him, but doesn't. And they're having these nice father-daughter moments where she's kind of trying to inch it into the conversation.
Does she have cameras following her on this?
Yeah, it's a documentary.
This is cruel.
Well, I mean, I think it.
I mean, honestly, is she telling them like, "Oh, Dad, I made a huge mistake," or is she like, "Hey, and I got to tell you about my new career"?
She goes through, I would say, the entire range of it. I think at times she thinks she's going to become a celebrity and marry a rapper, and other times
that's another reason to shoot somebody.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like just to see though this like. Hey, my daughter's away. I don't know. She's with her friends somewhere in Miami, I guess. And hey, she's back for the weekend. We should go shooting. And he seems like this really nice guy. And he's just sitting there not having this knowledge that, of course, you know as a viewer. And it's
why would you watch this?
It's a fascinating story. I mean, we should pull clips from it. I mean, you'll be absolutely fascinated by it. And it's so depressing and scary that it's something that I think the audience would like to. There are times, I will warn you, if you're going to watch it on Netflix, there's some scenes that are pretty rough if you can't handle Jeffy explicit type material. I mean, there are a couple moments. It's not like lots of nudity in it, but there are some moments in it that are really hard to take.
Oh, so they've made this almost impossible to watch now. A hot cheerleader having sex.
Well, that's,
you're gonna have to You're gonna have to try to get through that if you really want to see this.
They
It's
did.
really.
They did.
Come on.
I'm warning our audience who does care about such things.
No, I
probably.
do care about
Yeah.
that. I'm not going to watch it just because of that. But I mean,
It's a good title. It does make you want to
yeah,
watch.
and you know, you're really trying to do
That's
good. You don't show her in
You
that.
know what? I don't know if I buy that. I mean, look,
Yes.
the idea of a good documentary.
Jeffy.